Alright guys, in the last video we went ahead and we added the Express Handlebars template engine. Now what I want to do is start to work a little bit on our UI, on our user interface. So we're going to include Bootstrap. We're also going to set up a simple nav bar. So let's go to getbootstrap.com and go to Get Started. And we're just going to grab the CDNs. So this is the CDN for the CSS. I'm just going to copy that. And we'll go to our main layout, so main handlebars. Let's go right above the title and paste that in. We also need our JavaScript files. Okay, so the Bootstrap JavaScript along with the dependencies. So we'll grab these three scripts and we're going to put these way down right above the ending body tag. All right, we'll tab this over and save. All right, and right away if we reload, you'll see that it looks a little different. Okay, so Bootstrap is now kicked in. So let's see what we want to do next. Let's add the nav bar. So we're going to go to Bootstrap. We'll go to components. Let's go to let's see, nav bar. And I want the collapsible one, which is this right here. So we'll just grab this, copy it, and this is something we want on every page. So we don't want to put this in like index or about or anything because we'd have to put it in every single one. We want to put it inside of main where it'll be on every page, and I want to put it right above the body. All right, so we'll paste that in and let's just tab that over. All right, and then I'm also going to add a container around the body to push it to the middle. So we'll put a div with the class of container. And we just want to wrap that around the body. So we'll put the ending div right here. Okay, tab that over. Now I also want to put a container inside the nav tag. All right, so right under the nav, let's put a div class container. Okay, and then we want it to end right above the ending nav tag, so right here. All right. And if you're using Visual Studio Code, you can use Alt-Shift-F to format your code. All right, so there's our nav bar. Now we're going to change a few things. We're going to change this nav bar expand to be nav bar expand SM because I only want the collapsible button on small screens. All right, we're also going to change the we're going to change this to nav bar dark, and then change the color to BG primary, which will make it blue. Okay, let's change this right here, the branding to vidjot, and then the link right here will just go to /. And then for the links down here, we have this UL. We're only going to need 2 for now, so I'm going to get rid of these 2 LIs. We're going to have home, which is going to go to /. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this span tag right here. We don't need that. And then let's get rid of the active class. And then this one here will be for the about page. So we'll say about, and then the link will go to /about. All right. Now one more class I want to add to the nav is MB3. And what that does is it adds margin to the bottom. Okay, so it's just going to add a little margin to the bottom to push things down. So let's save that and let's take a look. All right, so there's our application. Now if we go to about, you can see we can switch back and forth now to each route. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is how to create a partial with handlebars, because in this main.handlebars, I want this to be very clean, and there's a lot of markup here for this nav bar. So what I'm going to do is go into my views folder, okay, not into layouts, but just into views, and we're going to create a new folder called partials. All right, and then in there I'm going to create a file called _navbar.handlebars. Okay, now I put the underscore because that signifies that this is a partial, it's not a full page. All right, so let's grab from the main layout that whole nav bar we just put in. We're going to cut it. We're going to put it inside that nav bar partial. We'll go ahead and format it, and then we'll save. And then back in the main.handlebars, we're going to put a double curly brace and then a greater than, space, and then underscore navbar. All right, we'll save that. reload, and it still looks the same, which is what we want. So this looks much cleaner having a partial like that. And you can put whatever you want in your partials. All right, the next thing I want to do is make the welcome page and the about page look a little better. So let's go to our index.handlebars. That's our index or welcome page, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to go ahead and put in a jumbotron here. So I'm going to put in a div, and let's give it a class of jumbotron. I'm also going to give it a class of text-center. Okay, and then inside here we'll put in h1 with the class of display-3, which is a bootstrap class. And in here is where we're going to put that title. All right, and then under that we're going to put a paragraph, and let's just say, actually we'll give this paragraph a class of lead. And then we'll say write, or let's say jot down ideas for your next YouTube videos. Okay, and then one more thing, we're just going to put in a link here, an A tag with the class of BTN, also BTN-dark, and also BTN-LG. All right, and this is just going to go to /ideas/add, which isn't going to work yet. We haven't created this route, but that's where it will go. And then in here, we're just going to say add video idea. And let's save and reload. And there we go. There's our index page. So for the about page, that's going to be very, very simple. So let's go to about.handlebars. And all I want to do is put a paragraph in here. And we'll just say this is a Node Express app for jotting down ideas for future YouTube videos. You can put whatever you want. And then I'm just going to put a paragraph with version. We'll say version 1.0.0. All right, so that's our about page. So we have home and about. Good. So right now we basically have a static website that's built on Node and Express. Okay, we're not using any kind of database or anything. So in the next section, we're going to start to work with MongoDB and Mongoose, which is an object relational mapper that allows us to basically interact with our database. We can fetch from it, we can add to it, update, delete, all that stuff. All right, so that's what we're going to get to in the next section.